for real. Never meant to make your dog cry. I apologize, it's really time.
Yeah.
Thomas Jackson.
Yeah. Bounce. Yeah.
Will you join us here right now?
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be going into our third best of one of today. I'm actually interested. How good are... Has this been updated? I just want to check, just for my own interest. No, it has not. Okay. Let's ignore that. That never happened. Nobody saw that. So, yeah. We're going into our third match. Binary Dragons obviously losing just now to the ex-Outlaws guys. So... a little bit of an upset there, I'd say. I think they should probably have been winning that game, and they're definitely going to want to get themselves some points on the board to start things here. Nemiga, definitely with the potential to actually do some damage. We've seen them have some decent results as of recent, but when they did originally play this roster, quite a while ago, I have to admit, but they got absolutely destroyed, so... definitely looking forward to seeing what they have to offer, whether they will be able to stand up to the dragons from Binary. I suppose it doesn't really work. But they are at least going to get themselves the choice, the decision of which side of the map they want to start on. And yeah, it should be a pretty good series. Pretty much the same veto process as what we saw earlier from Binary Dragons. I think I can just pop this up right now. And yeah, same maps removed, Overpass, Cobble, and Nuke. And then they took it down. This time it ended up... that's not the right veto. Never mind. That should say Mirage. There we go. There we go. Obviously we ended up on Mirage. But, yeah. And Nemiga going to start that CT side. Not overly surprising, but... this map definitely isn't as CT-sided as it used to be. So not too much of a problem for Binary Dragons. It's another map where it's nice to have the knife start, but it's not the end of the world if you start on the T side. And I'm definitely interested by Emmy and Letney. I have to think about that every single time because he's changed it to numbers. But they've gone for quite a bit of utility. Actually going to be throwing that out very early on to give them control of the window. That's quite a nice idea. I like it. Going to give them a lot more presence in middle. Doesn't really give much information over towards the CT side. However, it looks like they're going to have quite a quick rotation back towards B if they so desire it. But look at this from the T side. They're actually going to run straight in, cut off all rotations, and now fake back towards the B side again. This is a very elaborate plan coming out from the Binary Dragons, but it has worked to perfection. 2 players left to stop them, Roman and Hitmouse. Roman didn't even know to rotate towards B up until the last second. But they do have a kit. They have a smoke as well, so they could try and throw that onto the bomb. They need a pick pretty quickly, though. Here we go. Emmy. We're looking for the spot. A nice little crossfire. Wonderful round from the T side. Very elaborate. Don't think it would have worked so well on other occasions. I think it really relied on those 2 players getting the kills going into that sort of middle window, which they did. But, yeah, very, very nice, well thought out round from the Binary Dragons. So now we get to see the Force Buy. MDS has gone for dual Berettas. I'm still yet to see anybody who's bought them who I'm impressed by. Like, I want them to do well, don't get me wrong. I would love to see a dual Beretta highlight clip. It just doesn't happen. How's casting going? It's going pretty good. Not so much today because I'm still quite ill. And I've realized that the further into today we get, the worse my throat feels. So I'm not going to be overly excited or shouting or screaming, but I'm gonna do my best. Other than that, everything's going pretty well. I wish I was in Mykonos though, I have to say. MDS, here we go. Julie's in the corner. He gets 1 and 2. Okay, dual Berettas. That's decent. That's actually a pretty decent round from the Julies. I'm impressed. I got a chance in this round. It's a fairly limited chance. Cyberfocus obviously trying to save up for the AWP. So that's why he doesn't have any armor. Roman. Gonna be waiting with the deke. He does have armor, but very low on HP. Interesting from Emmy to throw the bomb up. They will now get it planted now they know that it's said. I didn't... But yeah, actually, I did say they suck. You just did you lurk this whole time just waiting for a Jill Beretta clip? Just like, I will stay here deadly silent. And if anybody gets a kill with the Julies, I'll be waiting. They do suck. He's just the god. There you go. I can make it work my way, no matter what. I don't even have to read out your response, and then I look like I won. Because I'm a genius. Either way, though. Now we're going to just have the remaining 2 players actually keeping on to their upgraded pistols. Not going to try and fight back. More importantly, both AKs will be saved, and the MP as well. So nothing too detrimental. It got exciting for a bit with the Julies. Who got Julies? It was MDS, and he got 2 kills, which is impressive. With all the other pistols, getting 2 kills isn't so impressive because they actually aren't bad. But T-side, they've still got Mac 10 and a UMP, so you hope that when watching this T-side, you'll see them use those to go for the more aggressive peaks. Don't want to be risking an AK. In middle, it's fine because, well, you want that range. You want to make sure the pistols can't get too close to you. A lot of middle presence actually coming out from the T-side. Unfortunately, they've gone for a bit more of an A stack, and of course, when that happens, it's going to be that hit onto B, so not ideal. Neno going a little bit over-aggressive for my liking. You have an AK. If you lose that, not going to be a good idea, and well, yeah, don't go through the murder hole either. Neno just, okay, 4 headshots. That's pretty nice. That's tasty. Again, it is only pistol players. Roman's managed 2 and 3 now, so that is an AK that's going to be gone. And a 4th! What is this from Roman? The Deagle. Absolutely nuts. Neno's looking for the ace. He's looking for the ace. One of them should be getting it. What a ridiculous round. Ah, it's going to be Neno. I kind of wanted it to be Roman getting the Deeg ace. What a ridiculous round coming out from him. So much damage done. Making things very costly for the T side. And now the CTs can look to actually try and break them when it comes to this. Here we go, though. This is the all-important round. T-side don't want their economy reset early. CT side don't want to go back to pistols, and Robo is actually going to take the initiative, the aggressive push onto ramp, and find himself the opening kill. Now we have to see how the T's are actually going to respond. Now, they got away with one in the last round. It didn't seem like there was much of a chance of Roman winning, but I ought to have a little bit of belief. East side gathering up into middle. They got a minute left on the clock. They also have a player waiting in B app, so likely it is we're going to see the push going in that way. Cyber focus on his AWP is going to be completely smoked out of the action, so it leaves MDS with an awful lot to do. This time doesn't have Julies and actually gets caught out in the end. It will be Hitmouse to at least buy them a little bit of extra time. 35 seconds left on the clock. They need to take him down, and they're going to fail. Joxic now the only one left alive, and, well, that's the second player now to run out of bullets. Can he finally finish him off? Yes, he can. Second AWP as well if they desire it, which they do. That's going to be 3-1. Nemiga will get themselves onto the board, and also, as said, send them back to pistols. Let's see if they can at least make things costly, though. Cyber focus in middle. Always an AWPer I've enjoyed watching. Neno actually going to be running past. He's got through, but Robo's actually there to cover. Letney will fall as well. And yeah, 3-2 inevitable. Actually, I don't know how Emmy survives that shot. Must have gone through the wall. He actually takes someone with him as well. So they will have to drop an AK to retrieve that second AWP. But 3-2. Now the buy will be back, but it's already got some limitation. Neno to get utility is going to have to go for a Galil. Definitely not the best buy, and of course they have actually handed a double AWP setup over to Nemiga very early in this game, which, as many will know, some newer people may not, very effective on a map like Mirage. I think the only map where I would personally say it's more effective is Train. That's just because Train has so many sort of long angle positions to actually take those fights. Letney will actually spot out MDS, so no early pick available at least on that front. Actually, they've got to be a little bit careful because Hunter's managed to get his way into the window. In fact, he's going to sneak round behind. And they're none the wiser. Robo now peeks in thinking, don't worry guys. I've checked window. There's nobody there. And this leaves Cyberfocus completely screwed. But of course Hunter is going to play this smart. Tries to spot out a second player. Can't do it. Is he going to go for the knife? Come on. He's waiting. I like this. This is actually very smart. They're actually just going to get the kill, and they find the player in Palace as well. Cyberfocus must be utterly confused, especially considering Robo's actually stood in the window right now. Instead, he now has to try and find a way for the CT side to get back in. Flashbang is lovely. That's going to give them a chance. Still 4 versus 3. There's only one smoke left on the T side, so they don't actually have any stopping power themselves. Even look now, Cyberfocus is like, how did you get there? My teammate was in that window, but here we go. Robo pushing back. Hitmouse will get one, but it's quickly traded out, and all of these kills are coming with trades. Hitmouse will fall. The T's are back on the board, and the CTs will at least still have themselves a buy. Hey, Jeffrey, how's it going? Both teams with a buy. Only an AWP onto Joxica. They could have actually bought one on that CT side, so deciding against it. B side all gathering up towards the A side of the map. Bit of a rotation coming back in from Robo. And they do actually have 2 players around the window. Here we go. Execute onto the side. Roman on default. Robo's already gone. He does only get a trade, and Roman is closed out. Double entry from Letney. Nice stuff from him. It's a crucial round for both teams. Money on the brink. Important. But they try and make something work here, and well, the CT side now have a bit of a problem. But I would personally like them to try and save their weapons. I just don't see a way back into this round. A 4v2. A-site plant. It would have to be massive mistakes. Over the smoke goes Hitmouse. He will actually get one. 2v3 seems a little bit more doable. Smoke gonna go down onto the bomb. They do actually have a kit on Hitmouse as well. Neno already has the number, but here we go. This is the attempt. The Ninja Defuse going down, and they've got it completely wrong. Somehow Nemiga have managed to steal and they kill everyone as well. You what? What? Oh god. Oh god. Yeah, clearly I was wrong. They definitely should have gone for it. Win the round. Ridiculous. Is it being played every day? No. I don't think so. it just seems pretty sporadic. It's when the teams can play, when there's other events not being played, so they don't just clash, and yeah, just stuff like that. I'm sure I can announce to you any of the dates. I'm pretty sure we are back tomorrow, though. That's something I should definitely know, but you know, I didn't even know I started at 6 today. It was a little bit late. Got here with 9 minutes to spare. Hunter. One of the riflemen left over on that T side. They have forced into this round. As said in the last, their money was on the brink. T side, or CT side, managed to survive with 2 players. Here we go. Flash onto the B site, attempting to rush them down. Already hit mouse will be gone. Robo will be able to catch Hunter as he tries to rotate through. It is going to leave it into a 4 versus 4, but the weaponry definitely favours the CT side. They've got a lot of utility as well. Couple are tagged, but it's the same for the T side. The only thing that's really on their side is the fact that the bomb is ticking. Neno, nice angle. Spots him out, peeks. Gives them a man advantage as well. And another from Emmy. Somehow this is working. Emmy just tapping heads at the moment, and Roman has no choice but to try and save his gun. They're going to go running after him, not wanting anything to be safe from the CT side, and with their money on the brink, it's going to be an eco in the next, or more likely a force buy. Yeah, I may have coughed and accidentally muted my mic, and didn't commentate any of that, but yeah, I was saying that round is an absolute mess. Brilliant stuff from MDS with the Deagle, and yeah, my bad. Every time I have a long pause, it normally means because I'm choking, so I knew it would happen eventually, where I'd cock up and leave it muted. I just didn't think it would be that soon. Either way, MDS and Cyberfocus. Man advantage. Hunter and Joxic are dead. They do manage to pick up the extra rifles that they have. Roman, with a bit of a wild spray. He does still manage to finish off one, and MDS on short drops the bomb once again. That's the second time the bomb's just gone peeking into short alone. And been lost. Nice shot from Letney. Unfortunately, the nade is perfect, and he's down to just 19 HP. Thank you, York Kangaroo. I'm not at the moment, but I'm sure I will be soon. Choking harder than liquid. Who are your favourites here? See, like, both times, like this game and the last, I've said Binary Dragons, but not looking good at the moment. Making a lot of mistakes. Now, they are on the T side, and if they get sort of 7 or 8 rounds, I'm fine with that, but Nemiga individually have looked very, very good, and when you go onto a map like Mirage, where a lot of the stuff comes down to fundamental basics, trading, and aggressive plays, it's possible. Letney trying to do something here. It doesn't have the bombs, so it's going to be very difficult. Get a hot toddy. I have absolutely no idea what that means. Yeah, looking like Letney's just going to hold on to his rifle. Got himself 3 kills in this round, so we'll see. He can do the same in the next and at least leave the economy low. And that's one thing that has been the case in this. What is a hot toddy? Hot drink with whiskey. See, now my mind went... It's a mixed drink with liqueur. It sounds pretty good. See, toddy sounds short for the word toddler. So I was scared. Like, I was very scared with what you were going for there. I'm thankful it turned out to be a drink. Let's move away from that topic. Letney. He has the AK. He's the only man who's really going to have anything to play with. Oh, God. I just made myself laugh. That's just my... Let's moving on. Should be a fairly easy round, but Lenny's actually managed to get one on the entry. Going to continue his push. Obviously, as long as he's trading back, doing damage, that's something at least. Going into the next round, and he does actually pick up a second. Looking for the third. Joxic actually going to be the one to get it. Somehow this turned into a 2v, well, 1. But it's still the rifle. Lenny has taken this round by storm. 1v1. If they manage to win this, I think I'm done. Because this is a 1 rifle Glock buy. Hitmouse. To try and save his team from what has been just a ludicrous round already. And he just sat towards the back of sight. And with this bomb plant, you might expect the player to be in CT. I think I certainly would. And that's exactly what Hitmouse is thinking as well. Lenny peeks though! And I think if he just sat in the corner, he had this round. Maybe overfacing a little bit too much. Goes for the confident play. It's not quite going to happen. 6-5. Saved by Hitmouse. And he won't have to change his name to Hit Desk, because that would have been an awful, awful round to lose. Either way, the T-side get a bomb plant, take down 4 players. They're going to have plenty of money to invest into this next round. Have the AWP back onto Cyber Focus. Probably a little bit more worried about CT spawn after what happened a couple of rounds ago with Hunter. But he is an integral player of this team. He's yet to really have the impact that we see from him. But then again, Hunter, 2-10. He wasn't particularly impressive on Inferno either. Well, it's not going to be him to die first, but it's going to be Neno. Out of the round within seconds. Aggressive push into Palace catches him off guard. Again, middle control is going to go the way of the T side, but it seems like the CTs are almost letting them. They've got positions set up. The peek into connector. And into middle. And there's the short push as well. MDS picks up 2. Hunter will be there to trade. Finally getting himself back onto that scoreboard. But again, they're in a disadvantageous position. That flash isn't really going to benefit at all. Joxic will be able to open. Leaves it into a 1v1, at least on this A site. Doesn't know that there's a player so close. Cyber Focus with the AWP. Spots him out. Doesn't actually manage to connect. Has to be a little bit careful with the rotating player as well. But it doesn't matter. Gets the first. Hits the tag onto the second as well. Only 18 seconds left. Just has to buy some time. And he won't even need the time as he finishes off Hunter. 7-5. The AWP finally back in action for Cyber Focus, and he makes neat work of the remaining players from Binary Dragons. ED are going to save themselves a little bit of extra cash. Yeah, I agree, they are making quite a lot of mistakes that definitely could have been dealt with. They've had a few close rounds as well. It's the pistol rounds that have really been getting them badly. Get Mouse in the corner. Letney has actually managed to get all the way over towards the van. As to be said, both teams have been making quite a few mistakes. It's just that Nemiga got away with it a little bit and have actually seemed to stabilize a bit more. Nice shot from Hitmouse. Hunter trying to be sneaky once again. Roman spots him before he can manage anything. Flaring up a B as well, so Neno already going to be gone, and that limits them to only middle players. Hunter once again getting through this window and doing damage. Now they're going to try and push onto the side. They've got to watch out for 2 players. Cyber Focus actually going to get tagged. He has support from Robo to try and defend him, though. They don't want to give this AWP over. They don't want to give anything over, really, against what is just pistols. Emmy will at least take down one more, so the money increase is going to be reduced. They at least make sure they have that AWP. All the rifles and nades will be available. But the same could be said for the T side, and Joxic is finally going to have his ult back in play. He was one of the shining stars on Inferno, at least. Yet to have so much of an impact, and yet to have his Starman Hunter up there with him. Thank you, Naim. Yep, I appreciate you. I don't know why I've put on this accent. It's probably very offensive. Not even sure what it is. Back to a more default sort of style from the CTs, though. A little bit of a sort of defensive window hold from Robo. Not going to go peeking into mid. D-side actually just waiting. Maybe expecting some aggression, but as of yet, nothing to be had. Robo is actually going to try and use this smoke as a bit more of a one-way. Second smoke is going to fall in, though. Make sure he can't spot anything. Important, because you don't want to give any sort of advantage over towards the CT side. We've seen plenty already. Gotta be careful as well, because Roman is actually waiting up in Palace. The aggression that has worked well so far, but Neno is going to take his head clean off. He's another player who has done well today. Cyber Focus picks up 1 and 2. Can't quite get the third, but he has done enough to at least even up this situation. Players be rotating in, but a lovely shot from Letney. The problem is the time. There's only 8 seconds left. They have to go for this plant. They're actually going to fake it out, which is quite risky. Luckily, the nade will finish off the man in CT. And they will get it down with just a second to spare. Neno runs out of bullets, but it won't matter because Joxic is there. 8-5. Nemiga. 8-6, sorry. As Binary Dragons do pick up one more round. Game sound is high. Okay, I can turn that down a bit. Which one is game sound? Let's do that or something. I don't know. We'll see if that makes a difference. Emmy already starting things off with a bang. And this is actually a bit of a risky force coming in from the CT side. They don't really have that much in terms of investment. Mid control once again falls into the hands of the T side. A lot of map control already gained. Wonder how the CT side are actually going to look to respond. They've gambled a second player over towards the B side of the map, and they've gone aggressive over towards A. That's the reasoning behind it. Making sure nobody can push in on that side. The problem is the players they've got here already tagged solo. MDS down, and Hunter finally waking up as he gets 2 entries into the site. No hope for the remaining players. Be 8-7. Binary Dragons, they do bring things back a little bit. I thought this sort of 5-round streak could be the sort of death of them, as they did seem to have a few more problems. But 8-7, not a bad half in the end. And the pistol could actually make a big difference to see who actually gets off to a bang. Now, I do think that, at least in the first half, I think Hunter was a little bit underwhelming. But I don't think he's going to be the pinnacle player when you look at this CT side, at least. I'm looking at Joxic. That rotational orb is just going to be so important, so winning the pistol to make sure that he has it as soon as possible is going to be a big deal. Cyberfocus is the same on the T side, though, and he's another player who's very good at getting entry kills, even as an AWPer, so we'll see who's actually going to get this all-important round. Setting up towards the A side. Nano. Going to be watching. Not found anything as of yet. There's actually a gap to be found from Letney, and because of that, he just follows Cyberfocus through the smoke. And now that they have the man advantage, they have a kit as well. They can just wait for after plant positions, because it's down to the T's to try and take some initiative. Already losing one player. A second seeming like he may follow as Robo just gets surrounded. And one by one, these T players fall. Not a single kill coming in for the T side. They do at least get themselves a bomb plant, but it seems like Binary Dragons had their number from the get-go. If I'm not mistaken, it is the Belarus flag. Either way, full save coming in for the T side. They will be able to buy into the next round with rifles. We do actually see a couple of rifles spawed up for the CTs as well. Probably knowing that this is going to be coming, so not going to go for the sort of high SMG level buys. Still keeping a couple, though, to try and make some extra cash. And I was going to do just that. Already finds that first pick. Of course, not expecting much. The T side, if they can drop a player or two and get a bomb plant, that's going to be the best case. Anything more than that, and you'd have to really worry. And even so, I don't think they're going to be getting anywhere near that. Neno just playing a sort of passive SMG role, leaving things for the crossfire of the remaining players. Joxic actually going to go down. That's a bit of a mistake. But at the end of it, it doesn't matter too much. Yeah, why buy M4 when you can have MP9? And why buy MP9 when you can buy an XM if you have $750 more? Or is it 800? Whatever. I think it's 800. Here we go, though. Rifles. Will be picked up by almost every single player. Emmy's going to have himself a UMP. Has a decent amount of utility as well. Mouse. Gonna take a lot of damage. You have to remember, there's not a lot of utility for the T's to play with. It is a good opportunity, though, for them to actually reset. Well, almost reset. There's still a little bit of extra cash, but not anything too impressive for the CTs to play with. At the same time, the T's won't have much in the next round either, with only 2,400 going into their account, so gonna be a big round either way. 40 seconds left. Smoke. It could be left to suggest it's actually going to go back towards the B site. Short is now completely open, but going to be all the players gathering up towards A. 25 seconds now on the clock. Bomb going to be running up ramp, and they need to get onto that site pretty damn quickly. And look at this little crossfire. However, Hitmouse somehow manages to get the entry. A Joxic's going to go down as well to Roman, so already things looking bleak. The bomb going to be attempted, and it is going to go down. Now the CT side have to question, is it worth going for this round? You got a couple of players who can potentially buy weapons into the next. Do you really want to risk everything you have in a 3v5 situation? I've seen it work before. Emmy's position could be the one to make things more interesting. Neno does get one. Emmy's in from behind, and look at the amount of damage already done to the remaining couple of players. Keeping them very, very low indeed. But they don't have time. So they are just going to run away, flee for their lives. Can Emmy catch anyone on the exit? No, he can't. So, scoreline is going to even up. 9-9. Now we come into a bit of a difficult situation. In fact, Binary Dragons are actually going to take a pause for it. No, this is not the last game of today. We have Nemiga versus EPG. That'll be the last one. I just realized your name is Freemanem, as in like a cross between Eminem and Free. That is atrocious, but I kind of appreciate it at the same time. Freemanem. There we go. Orb actually going to be into the hands of Joxic. That'll be dropped by Emmy. Add all the extra cash. Hunter has a rifle for himself. And Letney can buy. So it's not going to be the worst buy in the world. As said, I do think that the big pinnacle player in this map now is going to be Joxic. If he can step up with that AWP, that's where things get really scary. So definitely going to look to see what he can do in this round. Famas is actually going to be given over to Neno. So really, the buy is actually not bad at all from Binary Dragons. Yeah, it's 145 total across the whole thing. I think that's across both streams as well. So it's only dropping like 5. Very confusing. I've asked them to change it. They said no. And so I have to do an explanation every day. It's quite annoying. Oh well. It's great when it gets higher as well, because at the end of, like, Hellcase 5, it would say something like 1,500 being dropped. How can there be 1,500 when there's only 200 viewers? Either way, early trade. I mean that the T's are in a decent position here. Hetman's very low on HP. Still got the AWP onto Joxic. He's actually going to be playing firmly in the A side. The bomb up towards B at the moment. There we go. Joxic does manage to find himself the kill. The problem is this has all been just an elaborate ruse, and Emmy's actually going to be caught ducking out of the site. He's made the wrong decision. However, it could set them up quite nicely for a retake, as they will have the man advantage. They do have a kit, but they don't have a lot of utility. So it is just going to come down to finding those picks, and they've got to be careful of Hitmouse as well. Now, he's very open at the moment. Actually going to fall back. All of the players coming in through market. Every single one. And Hitmouse is going to pick off 2 of them. Already ruining the round for the CT side. Joxic, as we saw in Inferno a lot of the time, is going to be forced to save himself that AWP, or at least try. Is he going to make it? Got a long, long way to go. Bomb hasn't even gone off yet. Hitmouse is going to spot him, but does get finished off. Round the corner comes another. That's a misflick, though. And Cyber Focus will say, thank you very much. A free AWP for me. 10-9 for Nemiga. No, Thorpe, you're mistaken. UK is better than all. Did you not know that Rattlesnake is actually a better in-game leader than MSL and Fallen combined? I'm totally not exaggerating. Either way, Mac 10's in for Nemiga. They want to get the dollar. The money. Get their banks booming. CT side with very little investor phase about to buy out Rattlesnake. Or buy him out from his real life job. He just sat there at work one day and they're just like, yeah, no, sorry, you can't work here anymore. Why not? You've been bought by FaZe. Ah! Alright. That would be quite a bit of fun. Letney still actually manages to get a kill. Unfortunately, the thing he saves, the thing he picks up is actually a Mac 10. Neno, head has been spotted through some wood. I love this game. It's not going to matter anyway, he'll be taken down. Blank. It's actually going to do a little bit of extra damage. They're making this possible. Well, not possible, but they're making it possible to do some extra damage. Wild spray from Letney. In the hope that he'll take someone down, but it's not going to happen. 11-9, Nemiga with a 2-round lead. The purchase will come back in, but no AWP in sight. I'd love the game more if I could find people to play with. Yeah, I always find that solo queuing just makes me want to jump off a bridge. Yeah, but Brits are all toxic. You don't want to be playing Brits. Play with... Oh, who are nice? I can't think of anyone nice. Everybody's horrible. Aggression from the CT side. Robo's gonna catch it. There is a second player, but... well, Robo's actually gonna fall back. Low on HP. Sends a full HP teammate back in Roman. Roman now gonna go pushing into the hands of Hunter. I desperately need this kill, and Hunter is going to win. Important frag to take. As now they've evened up the scoreline, the HP actually benefits them, but never mind. The Mac Daddy of Hitmouse is going to find himself a kill. Now Emmy with a hell of a lot of work to do. All the players are going to be barreling onto his position, and he's dead within a second. Hits the dink, but unfortunately, AK-47 still trumps that M4. And the remaining two players are forced to save. Nemiga on this T side now, excluding pistol wins, have won every single round. Joxic and Hunter, yes, okay, they'll save their weapons, but I don't really want to see them going for a force. Now, realistically, here and now, they could drop 2 Famases, and they could buy up a UMP. And you go, that's not bad, is it? But I want to see an AWP on Joxic. I want to see them getting these like heavy hitting weapons where he can style. They can have all of the sort of utility they like, and basically just play their proper CT side. Ah, thank you, Bez. I love you too. On over 3 and MG1. I don't think there's a big enough difference between those two, is it? I have been reading all of your rank discussion, but... what? What, that's like 3 ranks, right? Either way, execution. The T's have decided to go back to the proper strategies. They do actually force up, the thing I didn't want to see. Let's see if it can actually work for them. So far, just a trade. The Mac 10 is still taking one down. Hitmouse trying to hold on to rotations. Hunter needs to remove him from this position, because it just puts a big dent in any sort of retake they can have. Hunter will actually do just that. but now it's into the 3v4. Still got a bit of utility. Actually, the incendiary is what I'm more interested in. Where's Letney going to be pushing that? Hunter actually doing a hell of a lot of damage. Peek out from NDS, but he gets blinded up. And now there's actually a decent opportunity. What can Cyber Focus do, though? AWP in hand. Going to be watching the spot. Misses, though. And that's a big miss to take. They're going to smoke him out. And now, well, it gets to the point where he may have to do something a little bit over-aggressive. Both players in this spot, they can hear the defusal coming in, and that is the round. There shouldn't be any chance here. It comes very close, but Nemiga don't manage to break what would have been the Binary Dragons force buy. Instead, with all the money they have, they're going to try and do it again this round. Oh, you're LEM. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, not then. But I wouldn't say Nemiga are unknown. It's unknown by a lot of people, but the way I look at it is if I know who they are, then they're probably not that unknown. Like, there's still teams that I have to look up, but I know pretty much every single member of this team. I've definitely seen Cyber Focus for a long time, Robo, Hitmouse as well. I don't think I've seen too much from MDS, but that may just be me forgetting. That happens a lot. But they've been putting out some okay results. Good luck, Mr. Trinder. I don't know what for, but good luck. I'm not gay, but if you like me, I can be like you. Sure, why not? I know. Okay, sure. I know you're gay. Well, that means you know something that I don't, because I didn't know that. Here we go, though. Enough about my sexuality. You can talk about that all day if you like. Game. Neno's going to start things off. Nice position from Hunter as well. We'll give them the man advantage. No AWP at the moment on that T side after the drop, and Letney is going to finish off Roman as well. Now this pincer starts to become quite difficult as they need to get rid of Hunter, and they've just not been able to do that on the CT side. It will be 12-11. No break back. An important round as well as they keep 4 players alive on Binary Dragons. The T still have enough money. Double orb setup now comes in. This is the big money buy I wanted to see from Binary Dragons. And they get rid of Neno in the background with that AWP. They've done some damage through the smoke, but not anything to really worry about. Neno actually going to miss the Molotov, so now he's going to be caught in a bit of a predicament, but they don't check the bin. Always check the bin. Otherwise, you're going to get trashed. Hey! Either way, Hitmouse is going to take down Neno in the end. It goes back to this 2 versus 3. We've seen it a couple of times now. And it seems to be the CT side come out on top, but Hitmouse wants to change the record, change the tune, and takes off 2 heads to do it. Leaves it on to just Letney. And Cyber Focus is there to finish. 13-11. The breakback eventually comes in, but there will still be enough money for the CT side to invest somewhat into this round. Early trade. Very aggressive push coming out from the CT side into that underpass position. Neno going to do the same, and somehow this seems to be working for them, although it is still just into a 3 versus 3. CT side rotating players back towards the A side of the map because of where Hunter currently sits. Robo has to be very careful coming around this angle. Now, they do have so much utility on that T side. For a dry peek to come in would annoy me. Especially when you know how aggressive they've been going in the last portion of the round. "40 seconds up and coming on the clock. Robo is going to go peeking in, and Hunter will take that shot all day. Cyberfocus hasn't been connecting, but he will this time. And now to try and cut off rotations is MDS. He doesn't manage to do it, however. And Orpa versus Orpa. Lovely shot from Joxic. Cyberfocus is posted up. He's got his little camping tent out. He's sat there with his camo on, holding with the AWP, and Joxic does not care. Head off. MDS now left in a horrible situation. Joxic just going to be watching the angle, knows where the bomb is. It doesn't even matter at this point. There's no time for MDS to do anything other than try and find the kills. And Joxic, with that AWP, wins himself the round. Magnificent shot there. 13 to 12. And now the T-side money really has become a predicament. And they're actually going to fully invest into this one. Mainly because they don't have the money. And look who's back. MDS, the Julie King. Can he do it again? Here we go. Tempted to just watch MDS. MDS dual Beretta already getting absolutely ruined by nades. That's actually going to be the entry for Cyberfocus though, and he's just going to go running through the smoke. He's completely missed Emmy. And there we go. Julie's fine one. Switches to the AW. Shouldn't have switched. Shouldn't have switched. Dual Berettas are better than an AWP. Clearly. Robo. He's got himself an AK. And somehow they're actually winning this round. He takes the head off a second. He'll burn in the fire, but he's already done enough. It's on to Neno. 1v2. Doesn't have a kit. Probably is one to find on the floor. Well, there it is. There we go. Pick that up. Using your toes. Because everybody can use their toes to pick things up in this game. Roman. He's actually going to be spotted out. The bomb ticking very quickly now, though. He's actually just going to go for the defuse. Oh, no, he's not. He baits him out. He tries to at least. Has he got it? I think he may just have squeezed. It's going to be very close. And Neno. That's right there. That is what you call balls of steel. Because he had to find that kill in less than a second, pretty much. He had to find it so quick. That is very impressive. T-side now. They do have to take that eco. We'll have a few pistols invested on the players that had extra cash. May even have an AWP going into the next round. The Hunter is good to start. Nice shot from Cyberfocus to at least clean him down. And only losing one player. Binary Dragons, after being in a deficit for a long, long time now, have taken back the lead. Oh, you stay because of me. That's nice. Oh, thank you, Fendi, as well. Hopefully, as the sort of week or so goes by, I'll slowly be able to, like, at least put a little bit more emotion into the cast. But my throw at the moment is basically just going, "Hi, you want to talk? Screw you." I don't know why I put on an accent every time I'm doing, like, a different part of my body. I don't know what accent my foot is going to have, but, Isami. Either way, push. Coming in, Letney. Trying to hold off the angle. This is the buy from the T side. Looking to try and break things back. Robo's been spotted, but it's actually going to be Neno to take him down. So far, so good. And once the CTs get that entry, this is where they play for the retake. Normally pretty smart. MDS trying to hide in the smoke. He's actually going to be flashed in, but Emmy avoids the flash. Now, well, it's looking very good. Cyberfocus low. Players being tagged left, right, and center, and it's all onto Roman, surrounded. Come on. The only thing that Roman's going to be bowling this time is his head falling to the floor. 13 to 15. Is this being played every day? No. It is tomorrow. Then I think it's not, or I think it might have a break until the 8th. I'll be honest. I have a little document that tells me when I need to cast, and I just read that. And if it doesn't say cast, then I don't turn up. I haven't actually had a look at all of the dates, because not all of the teams are confirmed, so I will have to sort of play it by ear. And I should be able to let you know, like, the next day. Like, okay, yep, tomorrow we'll be back, blah, 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 that sort of thing. And it'll be on HLTV, which is always good. I'm sure there are other sites available, but HLTV is the best one. But they don't pay me to say that. They don't pay me to say that. Liquipedia is pretty good too. $15 to 13. Binary Dragons on that turnaround. What rank am I? Supreme. Although I should lose that. I am very, very bad. Nice shot from Hitmouse though. Thank you, Papa. Papa Cleo. Oh, I like the name. He's looking to try and take this to OT. Nano's going down as well. Shameless advertising. Yeah, but if it's not paid, then it's okay, right? Bet they're paying him to say I'm... Well, God, I can't even say that. Nice work from the CT side, though. They managed to turn this around on his head. Another caught by Hunter as well. Cyber focus. He doesn't need the AWP. He's popping heads either way. It's on to Joxic. Can he do this with the AWP? Very aggressive. Lovely shot. That's ridiculous. Catches Robo out. Now Cyber focus into the 1v1. He will stop the beast that is Joxic, but damn. That was... Whew, that was filthy. Absolutely filthy. 14-15. Both teams with a little bit of a skimp. Their clothes are ripped. They've gone to the charity shop and they've got what they can find. Some of them have come out with some pretty decent stuff. Others with a bit of tat. Cyber focus. Well, he's definitely focused, just not necessarily on the right thing. Flash out. It's only going to net one, though. And that's actually not a bad trade for the T's, considering how low he already was. Oh, Lemmy, this is risky. Robo actually gets the better drop of the smoke. A little bit of luck can go a long way. And the aggression out from Joxic now seems worthless, as they're just going to go pushing onto the A side. Rotation. It's going to be coming in. They've got to be careful, though, because Roman is still in the back lines. And even just him falling back... You may be thinking, like, why doesn't he just stay into middle? Why doesn't he try and hold? Just the knowledge that he's there is a... Are they actually going to do this? You are not going to rotate to B. Nemiga, what are you doing? This is very confusing. Your face doesn't match your voice. I don't really know how to respond to that. Because my voice is so sexy, and then you look... Oh, wait, no, that's not good. It's because my voice is so horrible, and then you look at my face, and you're like, damn.